Inshallah, we will start the third session for today and the final session for the conference. And it's my pleasure really to call for Mr. Badr Al-Khashti, the MD Research and Development and HSE in KPC. أبو ناصر تفضل عمرك. Mr. Dr. Sami Al-Yaqub, environmental consultant and expert, Wali. And we've been informed by the office of Dr. Salah Al-Mudhi, the EPA Director General, that he will not be able really to attend. It was just a short notice, very short notice. And Dr. Samir Masoud will deliver his paper on his behalf. دكتور. اوكي. اسمحوا لي الاخوات نقدم المحاضر الاول، المهندس بدر الخشتي، العضو المنتدب للبحث والتطوير والصحة والسلامة والبيئة في مؤسسة الكويت، في مؤسسة البترول الكويتية. الأخ بدر الخشتي الحقيقة تاريخ طويل في الصناعة النفطية، لا نريد أن يعني نكبر عمره، لكن فعلا تاريخ ثري جدا وطويل في الصناعة النفطية. كان رئيسا لمجلس إدارة شركة نفط الخليج سابقا قبل أن يتولى مهام الحالية، وكان قبلها كذلك رئيسا لمجلس إدارة الشركة الكويتية للاستكشافات الخارجية، وكان قبلها نائبا للعضو المنتدب للعمليات في شركة نفط الكويت، واللي يعني التي أمضى بها أكثر من تقريبا 24 سنة. المهندس بدر الخشتي الحقيقة حاصل على شهادة في الهندسة الميكانيكية من جامعة نورج في كاليفورنيا، وله، وهذه للأمانة يعني يجب أن تقال بحقه، له مساهمات رائعة أثناء عمليات إطفاء حرائق آبار الكويت بعد الغزو العراقي الغاشم في حينها، حيث كلف بتشكيل فريق الإطفاء الكويتي ووضع خطط إزالة وتطهير الألغام. luckily enough الحمد لله ما حاشي شيء. وأحد الحداقين المهرة. بس الأخ أبو ناصر floor is yours. شكرا.
I'll be talking in English, but let me first say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very honored to stand in front of you today and share my thoughts regarding the environment challenges that we face today to protect Mother Earth and our global homeland. But first, let me express my thanks to the organizers on an excellent conference, especially at these times. We'll be talking about the issue of the environment, and I think the weather outside today tells us something with these sandstorms. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe the world around us is getting smaller and smaller in the sense of various communications means. And as it gets smaller, our acts are closely monitored and watched and judged. Our environment is definitely our home. It is the land we live in, it is the air we inhale, it is the water we drink, it's our life. We in KPC have a strong commitment to the protection of the environment. In fact, it's our top priority. KPC in the last 10 years, as our CEO has stated, spent over 1.2 billion KD on projects that have positive effect on environment and reducing emissions. KPC HSE vision is to reach a global position in the oil and gas industry through managing our operation with world-class HSE standards. What's in our strategy for the 2030 strategy that we have focused on? We are focused in developing and implementing action plan and progress related to reduction and managing KPC's greenhouse gas emissions. We comply with the local and international HSE regulation and standards, and a full implementation of KPC HSE management system. And we develop and implement a security policy standard across KPC-wide business. Before I go and talking, my presentation basically, it will come to highlight where we stand from the environment, and we'll highlight on some of the projects that we have, some of it, as I said, it's not all, because they're huge numbers, actually, the fact of the matter. So I'm going to highlight on some of the projects that KPC and its subsidiaries has focused on in the past years. In the oil sector, in Kuwait, we had made achievements, many achievements. To give a taste of that, I shall share with you some of the projects contributed positively on the environment, be it on the land, air, or on water. On the land side, as you see in the pictures on the slides over here, which is self-explanatory. This is the desert in the field, which has been transformed to an oasis with the effort of treating the sand, the polluted sand, especially, as you all know, that Kuwait went through a crisis on the environment after the war with Iraq. That's another example where Kuwait Oil Company created from a polluted area into a clean area that the habitat of the desert can stay in. This is the before and after picture. This is the area where the pollution and the oil lakes were spread all over the area. That's in West Kuwait side. Again, this is how we transformed it. The contaminated soil. This is where we washed and cleaned the sand and utilized it back for agriculture. And this is in KGOC side, in Wafra joint operation. After that's the picture taken 2000, satellite picture taken in 2006. And that's the effort by 2009, and I'm sure now it's much less than that. This is water pits, oil contaminated, and so on. On the gas side and the emissions, in 2005 and 2006, especially with the reduced number of facilities after the war, and there was a lot of work on the ground to put those facilities back into commissions. And the demand on the production, the flaring was 17.18%. That's how much we burned out of the 1 billion scuff produced of the associated gas. Today, we're at 1.14%.